All right, so we got a handful of problems here, and all we're doing with them is we're going to go through and answer the same questions each time. So we're going to say, what's the hypotheses, null and alternate, what is the expected frequency table, and then find the chi-squared and the p-delta. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the table here, and I'm going to show you what to do when you put it in the calculator. So I'm going to draw a table here like this, about the same size. And 1, 2, 3. So this is going to be low, average, high, and I don't even need this last column. This is 0 to 9, 10 to 19, 30 to 20. Okay? So now remember, to do this, you take the row total times the column total and divide it by the grand total. So what I'm going to do for these is I'm going to type in, I'm not going to type in, I'm going to put in 85 times 70 over 270. All right, and this next one here would be 100 times 70 over 270. And then this next one is 85 times 70 over 270. Okay, in other words, row total times column total over grand total. All right, now I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with the calculator because I'm not going to write all these out. Maybe I write 1 or 2 out, but I'm not going to fill this whole table in because I can actually shortcut this and I can do the math and enter this table all at the same time. So I'll show you that in just a little bit here. Let's write our hypotheses. So H0, H1. So null hypothesis, this is social media hours versus grades. All right, so hours on social media and grades are independent. So this one is hours on and grades dependent. All right, so that's what I've got there. So create an expected frequency table. So now, if it asked me to create an expected frequency table, I would be expected to go through and fill this whole thing in. All right. I'm not going to worry about it because what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag this my matrix out and I'm going to put it here. I'm going to show you what you could do in this situation. I'm going to tell you that you're never in a testing environment. You're never going to be asked to actually fill out the entire written down expected frequency table because there's no point because I have to put it in the calculator anyways or I'd be doing it in Excel. So I never have to physically write it down. You might get asked to show 1 or 2 of them, but to write out all 9 of those just doesn't make any sense. All right, so now what do? I'm going to bring my calculator up and I'm going to slide it off to the side and I'm going to shrink it so that it'll fit right here next to this. And I don't need the whole, well, no, I do need the whole one, sorry. Okay, so I am going to enter this information into my calculator. So I'm going to hit second matrix. I'm going to go over to edit matrix A. Now this has 3 rows and 3 columns. So I'm going to get 3 by 3. The first one's just supposed to be the observed frequencies, which is what's in this table here, and do not put the quarters in there. So 4, 23, 58, 23, 45, I'd be careful with these, just the linear stacking, 32, 43, 32, 9. So there is my observed frequency table, which is this information right here. Now I want to do the expected frequency table. And this is where having a calculator or other kind of, or Excel or something makes this so much easier to do. So this needs to be a 3 by 3. So I want row total times column total divided by grand total. All right, so this is first one's going to be 85 times 70 divided by 270. And I'm just going to go through and do this for each one now. It works its way across. So 85 times 101 divided by 270. And then 85 times, we should be careful, because we'll never know if you enter it wrong. 99 divided by 270. Okay, 100 times 70 divided by 270. And 100 times the N1 divided by 270. 100 times 99 divided by 270. Hopefully I did my own that wrong. 85 times 70 divided by 270. 85 times 101 divided by 270. And then 85 times 99 divided by 270. So I was pretty careful with that. Hopefully I didn't mess anything up. I can't truly tell unless I'm just incredibly careful, but I've got that entered in. So then to get my chi-squared value, I'm also going to do this. So let's do this. Then I'm going to calculate it back up. I'm going to drag this matrix. I'm going to drop it in here like this, right? Because that at least shows what I put into the calculator. I'm not going to do anything as far as labeling it, but I'm going to drop it right there. So then I'm going to come down here. It says find the chi-squared value and the p-value. All right, so I go back to my calculator. I hit the stat button. I go to tests. I'm going to hit up to come from the bottom. And the chi-squared is usually C in these calculators. So I pick that. I put my stuff in the right spot. So I hit enter, and it gives me this right here. So I'm going to drag and drop that into there. So there's my information. Now, I'm not doing anything with that yet, but I'll be able to fairly soon. We're going to do that in B and in C. All right, you definitely, after you do, I would say you want to probably do 2 of these on your own at least. There's probably an extra 1 or 2. And then do 2 or 3 from B and 2 or 3 from C. And that's plenty of practice with these, but they do take practice, so you definitely want to do that.